on the carbon removals front, what our goal here is to do is really just to deliver the solutions that the planet needs the most, and also to help unblock barriers so that way other people can follow along and access them as well. So that's kind of like the grounding framework that we think about when we think about our portfolio and what we're trying to do. That's the goal. I'd like to share with you some of the principles that we use to inform the solutions that we decide to partner on. And those two principles really are rooted in two criteria. The first one is the certainty of impact, and the second one is the scale of impact. So in order for us to be able to support a project, we really have to genuinely be confident and believe that it can have an impact on the planet, a positive impact on the planet. And that is where the transparent verification and reporting and measurement comes in, and that trust that's really important the project will actually deliver. So that's on the certainty side. On the scale side, the solutions, we also have to believe we'll be able to make a dent at the billion-ton scale, because that's the size of the problem right now. And so what that means is that we are really excited to invest in projects that have the potential to scale globally. And that means not only are they technically feasible, but also that they could become affordable for more people to be able to access. And so those are the two guiding principles that we use at Google when we're thinking through which solutions to partner on. We use these two criteria to guide the development of our diverse portfolio that we have. And that portfolio includes both near-term solutions, medium-term solutions, and long-term solutions across several different lines of effort. So the first line of effort I'm going to talk about is breakthrough technologies. So we are excited to back new technologies that take CO2 out of the atmosphere, and that is why in 2022 we helped co-found Frontier, which is a $1 billion advanced market commitment to make investments in some of these newer technologies alongside our corporate peers to help de-risk them and bring them along on their journeys. Besides these new technologies, though, there's another really cool technology that's been around for a really long time, right under our nose, which is photosynthesis. And so that brings us to nature-based credits. So at Google, we are excited about nature-based credits. We understand nature wasn't designed to be easy to measure, though. And so we are really committed to trying to develop new methodologies for rigorous measurement in that space. And that is why in 2024, we helped co-found the Symbiosis Coalition. And just a couple days ago, actually, we had an exciting announcement for a new offtake agreement to help restore degraded US agricultural lands, which as a farm kid, very excited to see that announcement come out. And so our nature-based work is really focused on trying and developing the science that's needed for really high quality, rigorous, high integrity nature-based credits. But those two lines of effort, the breakthrough technologies and the nature-based solutions, unfortunately, we sort of were scratching our head and we're like, I think there's something else we need to be worried about beyond CO2, which brings us to super pollutants. So they go by many different names, short-lived climate pollutants, and we've heard a lot about them already at this conference, which is great, but these gases punch above their weight in terms of warming. And the latest science reports have said they could be responsible for up to 50% of warming. So at Google, we believe that something that's 50% of warming should be more than 0% of our portfolio, which is why we were really thrilled to partner with Beyond and launch the Super Pollutant Action Initiative alongside 6 of our corporate peers to help support these projects that can tackle super pollutants. And at Google, we don't see it as an either or, we see it as a both and. And as we heard earlier today on the super pollutants are the new market darling panel, we need to take all the action we can, and this could be a really powerful short-term solution to tackle near-term warming. And we really want to set the precedent at Google. Any one of these solutions can be really powerful, but when you combine them, that's what they can have the greatest effect. And so what we're doing is building this portfolio and combining the near, medium, and long-term tools that we have in our toolkit, and then really transparently reporting on when we are investing in these shorter term solutions, making sure that we're reporting on them and then replacing their impact when that impact expires with some of these longer term solutions as a bridge to scale while they scale.